Hi, my name is Alina, and you are watching Marvelous Designer 2x2 tutorial part 8. So let's begin. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe because maybe I forget to tell you, but you should remember it. So let's begin. Today I'm going to talk about select or move tool with its shortcut is Q. This tool has so many hidden talents, but because when you with left click you cannot see how many options you have with this tool, and right click once here you can see so many options, and once on your garment you can see all other list of options. So let's begin. The first thing, with left clicking you can see where you are targeting on your 2D pattern. For example, if I click here, I'm going to see where it is. For example, I'm here. Okay, I do this thing. This thing means left click. You see where you are. Okay, so this is the first thing. And then after this, when you are on simulation mode, this becomes like a hand that helps you can I say systemize your clothes, your garment. For example, I ruined my garment. You can also ruin. It's a really important job of you as a designer. Okay, then you have this right click. When you do this right click, but not on the avatar, but in the environment around the avatar, the first options are for the view, point of view. As you see, every one of them has its shortcut in front of it, and like for example, front, back, left, right, and also you can do it with your keyboards. One of them that it can be interesting for you is custom view. For example, if I'm here and I do this custom view, I can take a picture here, I can take another picture, I can save them, or I can or maybe I have already saved and I can open them here. Okay, for example, I'm front view. I want one of my custom views. By double clicking on everything but this written part, the name, you can bring the view that you desire. Okay, the next thing is Gizmo. What is Gizmo? Gizmo is this circle. Is this circle that lets you to move your stuff. You can have this X, Z, Y, and also these polars, I think they call it. Orbit. These orbits. That lets you move your garment. I don't know why my laptop is making all these noises. Now, what is this gizmo on this menu? But you can change the size of your gizmo, increase, decrease, like look at this. These are not that much important, but I'm telling them. Okay, gizmo. Yeah, did you see? You can see the difference. And if you decrease or increase the size and you don't like it, you can reset it and it turns back to its normal shape, to its normal size. Okay, after that, for example, right now we are on world coordinate. As you see, if I turn around my avatar, this always remains in the same direction. These axes, they remain in the same directions. But if I put it, for example, okay, for me it's better to bring Gizmo on setting preferences and Gizmo. Okay, if I choose screen, when I turn around my avatar, it turns with me, but I prefer my world. Okay, other options are format 3D background is for having a photo for your background, or a solid color. You can change the color and so on. Then if you don't like it, you can reset and come back. And then paste, copy, paste, hide all garment. Here you can show garment. Oh, also if you hide it, you can show it also here. Refresh texture, camera properties. We don't have camera, but if you select it, you can change the settings on your property editor. Simulation properties that I recommend to not to touch it. Then grid properties, I think I taught. I explained it in transform pattern tool. I think it's the second tutorial. Yeah, and then zoom out extents, it's not important. And that's it. Then you right click, right, left, right, yes, on your garments. There comes another list of options. It's copy paste. Okay, we know this. Okay, I don't know if I should go in order or I can tell the most important parts. Okay, the first thing, deactivate pattern only and deactivate pattern and sewing. This one has a shortcut which is Ctrl J. I use it a lot. And look how it works. For example, I'm having this code in front of my t-shirts, and I'm going to sew another pocket on my t-shirt. So what I should do without interfacing or interfere with my code, it's simple. I deactivate it. In this way, I should deactivate also this. Deactivate pattern only. Okay. And clone as pattern. Right now I'm going to tell you another option that we have on this right click on move tool. It's superimpose over, superimpose under, and superimpose side. What it does, what they do. For example, I have this pattern here, okay, and I don't want to be like put too many times to bring it on my garment. So what I should do, for example, let's see, since it should come over my t-shirt, I choose superimpose over, and it goes there. Okay, another thing. Now, for example, maybe I didn't know that I can do this deactivate thing. Look, if I'm going to simulate, it comes over my coat, but I want this on my t-shirt. So what I should do, I should deactivate, if I find it, deactivate pattern only, and it attaches there. Oh, okay, since it's deactivated, no, I cannot even pull it. So I do this Ctrl J, and it's finished. And what is deactivate pattern and sewing? How can I find it? I think it's better to learn options while we are making a clothes, no? So you can right click on a clothes that you want to hide it for even forever, but in that case you will delete it. But you have this hide 3D pattern. You do this. Also, you have hide all 3D patterns, that in this case we don't need it, but hide 3D pattern. You can choose this pocket, and then you can say show all 3D pattern. Okay, for example, I deactivate just pattern, and now I simulate. Look what happens. We don't want this. But if I activate and deactivate pattern and sewing, ta-da! So that's why we will need these two options. Okay, activate. Now we have a strengthen and solidify. Okay, I can even delete. What are strengthen, freeze, and solidify? For example, let's say I have my sleeve like this. Okay, I had a hard time to bring it until this part in this position. Okay, I really don't want to move it at all, because maybe I'm going to do other stuff that may change the current position. So what I do, I freeze it, or Ctrl K, Ctrl plus K on your keyboard. And then when you do this on your simulation mode, you cannot do anything to it, and it doesn't move. And also, I think for high poly and convert high poly to low poly, you will need this. You will need to freeze, and it doesn't move at all. The next thing, okay, activate. Okay. The next thing is the strengthen. A strengthen is for making your fabric to be stiffer, to be more firmer. For example, where do I need this? For example, I want this to be firmer. I do this strengthening, and then ta-da, it's like it had any kind of wrinkles, they will vanish because now it's firmer. I'm not okay with the word firmer. I prefer to say stiffer. And the next thing is Solidify. I personally have never used Solidify, and I just watched it on other YouTube tutorials. And the fact is that when you are having your wrinkles, but as you see on a strengthen, you couldn't have the undo of a strengthen is unstrengthen. You right click again and it appears. Also for all of them, also for freeze and solidify, it's the same. Okay, the difference between solidify and strengthen is that solidify, you still have your wrinkles, but it just gets stiffer. It's not even like freeze, it's just like strengthening, but more wrinkles, more details. The details remain the same. It's the important part of it, but I've never used it. Okay, then we have quadrangulate and triangulate, and then remeshing. Okay, remeshing to topology. They are a really vast option, and they are not for today because it's not easy. So I just say these two. Here, if you go on mesh, you see that we have too many triangles. Why? Because automatically, by default, we are on triangulate here. Because in 3D world, let me tell you something. In 3D world, we are having point that every 2 point make a line, and every three lines make a shape. In 3D world, these points are called vertexes, the lines are called edges, and the shape is always the shape. Just the lines together, they make faces, and faces make the shape. I don't know if I explained it good or not, well or not, but this is what I could tell you. So now our faces are triangle. It's for making our details and wrinkles in the best way possible. And but together. When you do this quadrangulate, we have less wrinkles, less details, but our faces are quadrato. Tell me, what do you call a square? Squares. I hope I'm telling it correctly. And when you have these square shapes, you have less vertices, so your file is going to be less heavy. But when you have triangle, you have heavier files. It's something just these 4 options are for making your file lighter, and it's good for animations and game industry. So maybe in the beginner level you won't need them. I just wanted to tell you what they are. Then we have flip normal. I think I should tell it in a... Okay, for example, I have this layer clone over. No, I want it under. I have this layer clone under. That it goes under my height. As you see, the front, the right side of my fabric are in the same directions, but maybe I want it to I want this part to be the right side. What I should do is to flip it normal. Now the wrong side also. In the real world, physical world, we do the same thing. Okay, that was what I wanted to tell you about for flipping normal. But when you flip normal, you also the pattern also will be flipped, and it may be a little bit confusing. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to tell you, remove a stem. Okay, remove a stem is, you even don't know what a stem is. Pin, attach all pin to avatars. Pin also is this tool that I'm going to explain it later. Subdivision, I don't even, maybe they are the useless options. Okay, next options are a reset 2D arrangement and reset 3D arrangement. Also, we have them right here. Reset 2D arrangement, you do this and this thing happens. Also, this option, I think it's not, I think, yeah, I think it's for converting high poly to low poly. So Ctrl Z. But sometimes I use it. Why do I use it? For example, I'm doing this thing. I've done so many movement, and then some patterns just get disorganized, and you need to start over just with just one pattern only. You reset 2D or 3D thing, and oh, okay, I did it. Sometimes you should think before taking action. I do this shift F. I select it and I select one of these blue dots. Shift F again, and something like this that you shouldn't do. Okay, and that was resetting to the 3D smart arrangement. Move to the ground center. I don't know why we should need these things. Flip horizontally and flip vertically. Okay, every time when you are going to start, for example, right now I need it. What I need to do this reset to the arrangement. You see on your 3D window, until you are on textured surface, you can see the right and wrong side of your fabric. So right now, every time that you are going to make a dress, make something, for the back part, you need to flip. So you flip horizontally, always. Then with your gizmo, you place it as I told you how to place them in simulation tutorial. Oh my god, what happened? Already found out was hard to do, and I officially ruined. This bike is really hard. Help me. What is this? It's you. Freeze. Okay, we kind of did it, but we don't have any tie anymore. We kind of won this battle, but oh, hey you, hey mister, hey, okay, oh, okay, it's okay. We kind of won this battle, but also we have a tie. So this is what happens when you don't think and you take action. This was a lesson of life. So okay, it's finished. Our lesson is finished. Always you should practice, and when you do some mistake, if you make some mistakes like right now that I did, you shouldn't panic like me, and you should be patient and continue fixing, because when you fix your problems you can learn. So let me see if there's something else that I could tell you. No. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe if you like my content, and have a nice day. Bye!